Hi guys, it's me Tabitha, and today I thought I would do a quick... Can you hear him? Sorry, my rat's running on his wheel. I thought I would do a quick oddities update for you guys since I have a few new things since the last time. I am missing one or two objects I wanted to show you, but I'll just go ahead and show you what I do have right now. So the first thing that I have to show you guys is a baby bird. I was just walking around the neighborhood and I saw it on the sidewalk, and I didn't want to touch it obviously with my bare hands, so what I did is I scooped it up with my jacket. I brought it into the house. My plan was to, keep it warm, all that stuff. I looked around the whole neighborhood, saw no nests, could not figure out where it belonged, and I knew that it was going to get stepped on right in the middle of the sidewalk, so I brought it home, and unfortunately it did die because obviously the mother wasn't feeding it. But I guess that's lucky for me because now I have him. He actually needs his alcohol changed. It's yellow, but he's really cute. He actually does not have any feathers yet. He just had a little bit of fur. Super cute. The next thing is this baby shark, which I guess is not that odd since you can buy it pretty much any beach souvenir store, but I got it for free off of a yard sale website on Facebook, just because the family was moving and they didn't need it anymore, so I went and picked it up. So this is him. It actually had a styrofoam thing on the bottom that said shark, but because it didn't say what kind of shark it was, I figured it wasn't that important, and I pulled it off, so now it's just in this jar. Very neat. This tiny vial has quills from my female hedgehog, Salem. When I got her, she was very young and was still quilling. Actually, she's still losing quills. Not as many, and they're harder to gather, but I managed to collect quite a few in the first couple weeks. The little girl that I nanny actually found the cicada for me in the parking lot. In the parking lot. It looks like he's going fuzz. Is that normal? I don't know. She found the cicada for me, so I brought it home in the car, and she kept asking where the bug was, not knowing that I was bringing it home to put it in a little vial. I found this toad while I went to get the mail. He was laying in the street, and I put him on the top of the mail pile and brought it home to my mom and just put the mail on the table and tried to scare her with it. Successfully, might I add. He also needs new alcohol because his is yellow as well. But up close you can see, you can see all of his bumps. I don't know how well you can see it, but in person you can see every one of his little bumps. And it turns out he suffocated on, or asphyxiated on a piece of twig that I guess he tried to eat. One is a little bit bigger than those. This is actually a guinea pig. I bought it frozen as a feeder from a pet store nearby. I think this was the medium-sized one, and they also had an extra large, but it was more expensive, so I got this one. Cute little face. I actually had two guinea pigs before, but I'm really allergic to them, so I had to have them readopted. Oh, look at his ear pressed up against the side. This one isn't new, but he is in a new jar that I think suits him much better. It's one of my mice. He was in a regular small mason jar, like this one that this rat is in. And because he's so small, he just looked really silly in there, so the mom that I nanny for actually bought me a few little jars and I put him in there. Speaking of the mom that I nanny for, she actually found me these next 3 oddities, as well as one other one that unfortunately I wasn't able to keep, but I'll tell you about that one last. This is a bunny's foot. I really hope you can see this. I didn't mess too much with lighting this time, but fingers crossed you can see everything I'm showing you. This another bunny part, a head. So on this side you can see his eye, part of his face. You can see another eye on this side. But when you turn it all the way around, you can see right to the bone, right to this empty brain socket. It's really incredible. Crazy. And the last part that I have of that bunny is the tail, which is just in a vial because it wasn't wet or anything. Now the piece that I did have that I don't have anymore is actually the fetus from that bunny. All of these pieces were in the backyard of my neighbor's house, and there was a little tiny fetus, and for whatever reason, after I put it in the alcohol and I took it out to change it, it crumbled in my hands. So no more bunny fetus. The last two things I have to show you are actually books. I ordered them after somebody on my Instagram posted about one of them, and then the other was a related book on Amazon. So this was the related book on Amazon. Shield your eyes if you're under 18, I guess. It's called Freak Babylon, an illustrated history of teratology and freak shows. And it has a lot of writing, but also a lot of pictures of people who were considered freaks back then, a lot of which are actually normal now, like people who are short or people who are tattooed, things like that. And this one is called Death Scenes, a homicide detective's scrapbook, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's pictures of dead people, how they died, things like that. Alright guys, so that was just a really quick update of my oddities collection. I know there wasn't a ton, but I've been trying to save money because college is really expensive, so I haven't been able to buy many things. But I hope that you enjoyed it, and happy treasure hunting!